Miért van nem tudom milyen nyelven a caption? Németül. Nagyon. Szop! Én olyan izgatott vagyok, mint te még soha nem voltak. Ki a faszom vagy te? Fucking no. Találtak... Oh. Oh, ez a... What? Excuse me? I'm so hyped.
There are many dangers when you adventure.
What a way to kick off our show!
I can't believe Minecraft and Dungeons and Dragons are teaming up.
I know!
Yay!
Fans and their friends now get to battle all the classic monsters from D&D. What an amazing way to unite these two worlds. And for our D&D fans, we have a little something extra to commemorate your new Minecraft adventure. You can download a special Minecraft Monsters Compendium at Minecraft
Alig várom,
on D&D Beyond at no cost.
hogy a Dark Fantasy kampányom közepére lerakjak egy pixeles szörnyet. Nagyon halk a videó. Köszönöm szépen!
From the star-studded D&D movie coming out this spring to riveting reveals in the realms of digital, print, collectibles, and more.
Most milyen?
You can track what's coming up next right here on the screen, so you'll be sure to catch your favorite announcements.
And of course, you'll have us with you every step of the way. I'm your host, Gina Darling, and next to me is a strapping young man.
I'm Iffy Whityway. We've been a part of this community for a long time, and we know there are millions of fans out there who
Találtak
can't
a
wait for all
Wizards of
this
Coast
new
irodában
content.
két jól
We're
kinéző
here to
20
tell you
éves
everything you
tegeget,
need
így
to know about
belehetem.
what's going on in the world of D&D.
All right, let's keep the momentum going with the stars of the upcoming Paramount picture, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, right here.
Dramatic boom.
What is that?
There's the Chonkest Dragonus. Copyright zene, hogy teljesen le legyen névítve streamen. Yay! Cue the Twitch mute. Tudjátok mit? Nem akarom feltétlenül ne haragudjatok, nem akarom feltétlenül kockáztatni, hogy a vodomat lenémítsák, mert ebből a vodból csinálni akarok valamit. Ezt tudom felkínálni. Minek raktok egy filmtrailert a D&D Directetek közepébe? I don't fucking know. Az a csaj, aki azt a Red Wizardot játsza, az kurva jól néz ki. Márhogy nem a csajra gondolok, hogy jól néz ki a színésznő, hanem a tetkók, meg a vörös rób, meg a minden. Köszönöm, megvan az új csengőngom. Egészségedre, kérlek, szolgáld ki magad. Ebből a filmben jó, sokkal többet láttam egyébként, mint szerettem volna a trailerekből, meg a mindenből. Ja, nem fogom végénekelni, szóval.
Oh, I can't wait.
I've already got my tickets.
Ooh, which reminds me.
Nekem még nincsenek meg a tiketjeim, de
What are
majd
you doing? We're hosting a show right
jövő
now.
héten intézem
Well,
meg.
after seeing the trailer, I wanted to make a bard like Chris Pine's character, so I went to playdnd.com and found one of these pre-made character
D&D.
sheets. Then I filled out some stuff and made up a name, and ta-da, character created.
Hey. Sorry. What if he's trying to say is, if you want to play D&D with your friends, you can start by going to playdnd.com and create a character of
Cuki
your own,
oldalt.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm already done. We can play later.
Karakterszerkesztő,
And that's not all. Check out this song and dance on how to teach your friends about D&D.
D&D Beyond,
Take it away, Joe Cat.
So what do you say? Interested?
Hú, ezt tudom!
I'll think about it and I'll
Ez
get
Joe Cat! Joe Catnek a csaja!
Okay, well,
Ez Joe
no
Catnek a
worries.
csaja!
We can talk about it later.
Imádom a stílusát ennek a csajnak. Nem tudom a nevét, bocsánat, hogy a pasi alapján azonosítom be.
With your friends, but they are all new and have trouble playing pretend. It all seems so hard to be in the right cards just to play.
I know you.
But luckily, hope is not lost. Despite how it seems, there is very little cost. In fact, it's quite painless, in some ways even brainless. And so I will teach you today. First, you get your friends together, and yes, you have them, pique their interest, and then you grab them, show them live plays or front short clips or even the D&D movie. Then set a time to start playing weekly, make some characters that uniquely fit their fantasy, or dumb memes or something completely left field but groovy. Tell them it's their chance to star in their own series where they can do anything, save the world or be the villain. Use an imagination, you can even smooch a king.
This all sounds fun and everything, but I have a few concerns.
Like?
I can't voice act or sing good songs.
Embrace the bad, it's fun as heck.
I'm scared I might get rules all wrong.
Just make some up, or you can check.
But who will be the dungeon master?
Who knows the most, or the bravest friend?
But what if it all ends in disaster?
Learn from mistakes and try again! Grab pen and paper and
Bit
starting rule set, and
Ez sajnos nem tudok következni.
Love D&D with your friends.
Can I have cars and laser guns?
Sure, own like fantasy, then do sci-fi. Any setting can take its place by making homebrew or funhouse rules to custom tailor your grand adventure. D&D
Wifi-ről megy a
is
streamer
so
gép,
much more than
de nem kell majd
how
kábelt.
you start or how it ends. Print some sheets and grab some dice, then go and grab your
Joe Cat a hivatalos D&D csatornán, de király. Imádom Joe-t. Kurva jó streamer, meg
I
videós.
actually do want to give it a try.
Joe-nak a D&D-s videói aranyat érnek. Ha
Now,
valaki
it's
nem
no
ismeri
secret that the
Joe-Catet,
D&D
kerestek rá
movie is going to
YouTube-on, kurva jó
introduce the game we
videója.
all love to millions of new potential
De király, hogy
fans.
We want to
behívták a
welcome all
hivatalos
these new
csatornára.
adventurers, no matter how they want to
So
play.
proud of the boy.
And your friendly local game stores around the world will
I'm
join
so
in
proud of
on
the
the
boy.
D&D celebration with an introduction to D&D games from April 6th to April 9th.
Let's give every new adventurer an enthusiastic welcome to D&D together.
And here is another great way to make that movie experience come to life with Hasbro's March Monster Madness. Please, I'm begging you, please have the owlbear. I would sell my sibling for an owlbear right
Kb.
now.
6 millió.
Hi, my name is
Albert
Emily.
figura
I
valami
use she, her
lányom.
pronouns, and I am the brand manager for Dungeons & Dragons toys over at Hasbro. We have been working on a lot of awesome D&D toys this year to celebrate the upcoming theatrical release,
Vállalható
Dungeons &
áru
Dragons
miniket
Honor Among
kezdjetek
Thieves,
el
and
árulni.
D&D lore in general.
Hölgyeim és
So
uraim.
my favorite toys that we're making include our Golden Archive collection, which are our 6-inch scale figures that have premium deco, they're highly articulated, they're so much fun to play with. We have our Cartoon
Oh,
Classics
that's
assortment that celebrate the 40th anniversary of the 1980s cartoon, and our Dicelings, which are the
What
first ever
is that?
D20s that convert into your favorite D&D monsters. Today, I am
The
so excited
Bakuganok.
to get to show to you, for the very first time, 3 of our upcoming
Bakugan
Golden
D&D
Archive
figurák.
monster releases. So we have our new
Yay.
Golden Archive Xanathar, our lore-inspired Owlbear, and then our Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves Displacer Beast. All of these are absolutely fantastic figures that you are definitely going to want to add to your collection. If you'd like to learn more about these figures, please plan on heading over to the
Leesett az
Hasbro Pulse
elosztó
YouTube
helyére, azt
page
berántottuk
tomorrow at
parkába.
11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time for a fan stream. Pre-orders for these 3 figures open tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10
Hidd el,
a.m. Pacific
hölgyem,
Time. Xanathar and the Displacer Beast are
végtelen
going to be
sikert
Hasbro
kívánok
Pulse
nektek.
exclusives, and then our
Le se
Owlbear
szarom
is
ezeket a
going to be a
figurákat.
GameStop exclusive with limited quantities available on Pulse. So we hope to see you tomorrow for the fan stream. Thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy the rest of D&D Direct.
They did it. The brown owlbear figure will be available at GameStop, and you can get the Xanathar Beast from Hasbro Pulse. He's my favorite.
Csak
Check
Amerikában
out
van
these
GameStop.
stunning secret
I'm
layer
so
cards from
excited
Magic
for
the
them.
Gathering, featuring characters from the D&D movie.
Igen. Addig, amíg végére nem érünk, mert nyilván a végén lesznek az értelmes bejelentések. Szeretem a Magic the Gathering-et, elvileg, de annyira értékelném, ha a D&D streamekben nem tolnák bele, bazd meg, a Magic-es szarokat.
Beautiful.
Tartsatok egy
And
Magic
look,
Direct-et.
the regular cards and premium foil cards are on sale today at magicsecretlayer.com.
There are so many ways to engage right now with Dungeons & Dragons. We've seen pathways today through film, collectible cards, and figures, but there's nothing as fascinating as a gripping story.
And one of the best ways to immerse yourself in the Forgotten Realms is through the mind of author R.A. Salvatore.
Na, most
R.A.
hallgatlak.
Salvatore is a New York Times best-selling author, father of the legendary character Drizzt Do'Urden, and creator of the epic series detailing Drizzt's adventures through the Forgotten Realms.
You know, Drizzt has been thrilling fans as a noble ranger with impressive swordsmanship and compelling, conflicted personality for 35 years. And now, in the final book, Salvatore's latest series, The Way of the Drow trilogy, is coming out this August.
Nice.
To tell us all about his latest book and also what that Neverwinter collaboration was like, here's the fantasy writing goat himself, R.A. Salvatore.
What do you call him, Mark?
I wasn't planning to
Új
be
Salvatore
I was a
király.
math science major in college.
Sose
I was
olvastam
gonna be
őket,
a technical
szóval
writer maybe after
nekem
I
ez lesz a
kind of switched over
bemutatkozásom
because
kb.
after I read Tolkien, I wanted to be a writer, or at least I wanted to read. But I ran out of fantasy books to read, so I wrote my own. When I started writing, Drizzt wasn't even in the outline that I had to do when I was doing the audition to get the
Hát úgy
first
tűnik,
book.
hogy
And I
átbasztad.
got a phone call that said, I'm late for this meeting. I have to get in there. And I need a sidekick for Wolfgar. What's his name? And off the top of my head, I said, Drizzt Do'Urden of Daemon the Shesbaran, the 9th house of Menzoberranzan. She said, can you spell it? I said, not a chance. And that's how he was born. He was the classic, misunderstood, unappreciated hero. People don't get him. They judge him unfairly. He feels like people don't know who he is. They don't accept him. It's not the content of his character for him. Who doesn't feel that way? He just resonates with people. Drizzt believes in personal agency. That's what these books are all about, is personal, individual agency.
Én egyiket se ismerem,
You are
szóval
responsible for
nem
who
olvastam
you
ezeket a
are.
könyveket. Nem vagyok
It's
maradva.
not hereditary. It's your responsibility. One of the things I've said about these books from the very beginning is that they're how I make sense of the world. I take these characters and I put pressure on them. I ask for answers to the questions I have about the world I live in. And that's what these books have done for me for 35 years. And Way of the Drow is like, it's come full circle. In the third book, Loth's Warrior, this is the fight. Drizzt has come an awful long way. He is the catalyst for the war that's going to happen in Menzoberranzan. He's a big player in this, whether he wants to be or not. And if he dies there, he's okay with it because he's following what he has to do. And he's completely accepted that. It's very different to write for a video game than writing a novel. When I'm writing a novel, I'm giving you people through whom you will see the world, right? You're going to walk down the road looking at the world through Drizzt's eyes. When I'm writing a video game, however, the most important character in a video game to a player is the one they're playing. Neverwinter, the work they're doing always astounds me. And the fact that they're piggybacking on stuff I did makes me feel very, very good. And what they really want us to do is come in and help them write something that's not in the books that would make sense alongside the books. So it becomes a true collaboration. When I started this journey, I thought it was going to be like a lark. I wanted to get my name on a book. When somebody writes to you and they say that something you've done has had a positive change in their life, it reminds you what a privilege it is to be able to be let into someone else's life through your work. Because, you know, they're bringing it to the book. I get letters from people saying, these guys became my friends. Or I get a letter from someone who's really ill and says, I didn't think I could beat this, but I think it dreads. And what he went through, I can beat this. I'm sitting at home one day and what shows up in my house but an American flag, along with a poster of a chopper flying over a fire base in Afghanistan. And it's signed by everybody on the crew and at the fire base at the time. And they were reading the Dritz books. And they were saying, you know, you're making us forget what we had to do today and not think about what we got to do tomorrow.
Én is ezt érzem, amikor valaki ezt így nézi, és ilyeneket írogat nekem, mindig csodálatos érzés. Nem erről beszélek streamen, mert nem erre kíváncsiak az emberek.
They make it more. And it's a real privilege. And it's humbling, it's inspiring, it's why I do what I do.
Great.
Menzo Baranzan is a prison. I am fortunate to have escaped. It is my hope that someday this place can be cast open, its citizens freed from their captor.
Menzo Baranzan nem volt eddig benne Neverwinterben? Még nem. Nice.
Gina and I both got to fly out to
Ez egy MMO egyébként, egy ingyenesen játszható MMO, ha valaki kalandozni akar a forgatókönyv világában. Egy egész jó MMO egyébként.
Check this out.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
This is amazing.
You guys ready to play some D&D?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Úgyhogy a virtual tabletopunkat fogjuk használni, nem azt a 6 millió dolgot, ami itt van az irodánkban.
I'm thinking Dorbin. I like his beard and I want to be a bearded man today.
Nice. Nice. All right, so
Are you having fun dragging him around?
Oh yeah, it's a blast.
I've actually had the sorcerer I've been wanting to play for forever. Is there a way I can just port it in?
Yeah,
de gyűlölöm az ilyeneket.
Okay, sweet. There we go.
Mutassátok az interfészt, így működik a cucc. Ilyen gép kell hozzá, így néz ki a felület, miért kell ez a... Hányan eljöttünk az irodába játszani D&D-t laptopokkal. A Wizards of the Coast irodájában, amikor tele van az iroda minikkel, kockákkal, meg mindennel. De let me take out my $2000 gamer PC-met, hogy az Unreal Engine 5-ös VTT-n játszunk itt együtt.
The wood is good.
Everyone hears scratching noises in the walls. Barton's like, damn rats! And he kicks the wall.
I'd like to roll perception to see if I can figure out where the sound is coming from.
Yeah, so you want to go to the wall.
Előtted van 3 zsákkocka.
Fire breaks out. The whole inn shudders a little bit.
Dorbin, do the rats you encounter normally move buildings?
Not anyone that I've seen.
There might be more to this than rats.
What I want to do is connect all my friends and play with them. They're on their computers, they're on their phones, they're on their game consoles, but we're all together playing through the same virtual tabletop. So that's the dream right there.
Ez egy jó dream.
Ceiling crashes down. Everybody make a deck save.
Nyilván. Ezek nem alma laptopok egyébként, ezek izék Alienware laptopok amúgy, de nyilván le kell ragasztani.
So now you roll 2 dice.
Oh, that's so cool.
Ja, ott is van, de ott a logó, bazd meg, akkor minek ragasztjátok le?
We're in Unreal 5, which is latest, greatest. But now
Latest, greatest, és legalább 2 játékos képes lesz futtatni a PC-jén a 7 playerből.
It's got a lot more rules in it, so those sort of things are what we've been adding.
I will go over to this flame here and sort of rub my hands together and go, all right, please work, please work, please work. And I'm going to cast control flames.
Nice.
To extinguish them.
We're just trying to like show you where the rules are. Not being like, oh, once you get to the end of that, you can't move anymore. Because that's not really D&D to us. It's like, if your DM's okay with it and you want to do a flip and land on the table, then that's just how the game gets played. Yeah, go ahead. Just put yourself right up on top of the roof.
I have the high ground now.
The ground shakes, trembles, and an insect-like beast comes out with gnashing pincers. We can have the DM be able to set the mood, set the lighting. What time of day is it?
Tök jó dolgok ezek, de nem fogják tudni futni a játékosaim, basszátok meg. Magyarázhattok arról, hogy olyan csodálatos effektel jönnek ki a szörnyek, amikor lerakja őket a DM, hogy beszarsz. De a játékosaim 2/3-ánál lefagyna a kliens. Ha letennék egy miniont az asztalra.
So he's gonna turn around and actually acid spray the kobolds.
Oh my god, stop, really?
D&D is the first mod community.
Yes.
Right? Like,
yes.
you go all the way back. We're going to make our own content,
DV-k
but
igen,
we want to
nyilván,
make
meg
that
DV-kkel
content
fogjuk
out
is
of building
használni,
blocks that
mert
everybody can break
még
apart
hozzá is
and make
tesz a
their
stream
own
élményhez
content
az, hogyha
from,
van egy
because
ennyire
that
látványos
remix
és
is
összetett
like
virtual tabletopunk,
core to the DNA
hogyha
of
ez
D&D.
éles lesz, akkor nyilván fogjuk használni a streamelt dolgainkhoz. De ha most hikarékkal játszanék, a 4 játékosomból 2-nek nincs gépe ehhez. Ha a Tyranny of Dragons csapatomból játszok emberekkel, a 6 játékosomból 4-nek nincs PC-hez. Az alulbe rakadozik náluk, hogy egy bonyolultabb asztalt rakok össze.
Then I'm going to hold out my hands and cast Magic Missile with all of them focused on the Unkegged.
We're going to put everything in the monster manual in it. We want you to be able to, you know, play the game as it's written.
I have 8 hit points. I don't do physical activity.
Miss 18. Ooh. Slam down.
Melyik ismerősödnek vagyok a DM-en?
I feel like it's so
Pillanatra ki kell
perfect
szaladnom,
to
mindjárt
kind of
jövök
be able
csak.
to visualize and see everything and hear everything. That's what my favorite thing about this whole VTT is.
There's always like a group of people that want to take that, you know, 5-hour prep, and there's people like me that just like, give me an in, some characters, and I'm playing. Oh, there we go.
Let's
2 dice.
Let's go. So I think the big question is, when are we getting the virtual tabletop?
Next, we're just going to open it up slowly to more and more people so that hopefully a lot of the people listening will be able to play it this year.
Idén,
I
jó,
hope that
hát...
you are so very proud of this because I was in awe.
I am glad
Akkor
that you guys
5.
like
edition
it.
az már használható lesz,
That's where
de...
I'm at with the developers. Like, I need the feedback. I need the
Ez
loop.
jó, ez PC Suzy, szerintem pont a játék lényegét tenni meg, hogy elkezdem. Ez most olyan, hogy van abban valamennyi igazság, amit mondasz, de amikor érted, le van rakva... Kinga! Oké, király. Kinga is ez ugyanaz az érzés, mint amikor vannak Dwarven Forge minieid, meg Dwarven Forge falaid, meg minden, meg világító tüzeket raksz le egy fizikai asztalra, meg ilyenek. Szerintem nincs az a baj, hogyha kihasználod a virtuális eszközeidet arra, hogy ugyanazt az élményt átad a játékosaidnak, mintha ott lennétek fizikailag, és felépítenétek a dungeonokat, meg leraknátok a miniket, meg minden. Nyilván annak van egy más érzése, hogy fizikailag a te általad kifestett miniket használod. De ez a legjobb helyettesítő, amit lehet. Viszont van különbség a között, hogy csinálsz egy tök jó VTT-t, mint a Foundry, amit a csapatod úgy tud az ízlésére formálni, amennyire lehet, azt olyan egyszerűen használod, vagy olyan bonyolultan használod, amennyire a DM akarja, meg a között, hogy csinálsz egy AAA videójáték minőségű szoftvert, amit a D&D játékosok jelentős része képtelen lesz futtatni. A D&D játékosok D&D-re költik a pénzüket, nem a gamer PC-ket polírozzák meg. Szóval... És nem csinálnak egy alternatív 2D-s, könnyen használható webélményt.
Next up, we have Joe Manganiello here in the studio. He's the director and producer of the D&D documentary coming out next year, and he has a special update just for us about where they are in the making of.
Hi
everyone, I'm Joe Manganiello. Like many of you, Dungeons & Dragons has had a huge impact on me ever since I was a kid, growing up, spending summers on a small island off the coast of Maine, and then throughout the rest of the year back home in Pittsburgh. It provided an incredible wellspring of form and creativity that sparked a lifelong love of storytelling that began galvanizing itself through my role as a dungeon master, beginning at 9. Ultimately, it was my love of Dragonlance that opened the door for my involvement with the brand, working tirelessly to develop a live-action version of the Dragonlance novels that have never been far from my thoughts throughout all these years since I first read them. But I'm here today speaking to you because I'm also in the middle of directing and producing the official 50-year history of Dungeons & Dragons documentary, working alongside leading Dungeons & Dragons scholar John Peterson, his co-author of several D&D books, Kyle Newman, and my brother and producing partner, Nick. being that we're standing on the precipice of the 50th anniversary of Dungeons & Dragons in 2024, it was the perfect time for this documentary to be made. We're also currently in production filming elevated conversations with a host of creators, directors, screenwriters, authors, showrunners, rock stars, politicians, talk show hosts, comedians, professional wrestlers, studio executives, and visual artists who all came from completely different worlds, but transformed their own lives. And as a result, the culture we live in. And I think it's important to say that we're not just documenting D&D's roller coaster of a history, but the incredible impact that it's had on the world and our culture up till now. So stay tuned,
Az van, hogy
as we'll be
amikor
bringing you more
videójáték
updates
események
throughout the year
vannak,
as we get
hozzá vagyok
closer to
szokva
the documentary's release date. That's right.
10 éve írok E3-akról, meg Gamescom-okról, meg faszomöccse.
That documentary is going to be the perfect
D&D
way to
Direct-eken nem vagyok
celebrate 50
hozzászokva, az
years of Dungeons and Dragons.
másfél óra feelingelést,
It's amazing getting to understand the inspiration behind it, how it has evolved, and the passion that still guides and empowers this legendary world of adventure and fantasy.
There has never been a better time to make the epic stories of Dungeons and Dragons part of your personal story. There's room in this adventure for everyone in whatever way you and your friends and family like to engage most.
Yep, the fun of sharing our imaginations and our individual passions with others is what Dungeons and Dragons is all about.
That is why it's been such a pleasure to be here today to share and celebrate this next leg of our adventure together.
Iffy and I thank you for joining us here at D&D Direct, but before we go, we have one last piece. The veritable boss battle of our whole show.
That's right. You're going to see the seeds of storytelling that have been building over the past decade. You're also going to hear about what's coming next in the stories and adventures from Dungeons & Dragons Studio in 2024 and beyond.
Take it away, Chris Perkins and Jeremy Crawford.
Köszönöm.
Hey there, everyone. We are so excited to talk about what we've spent the past decade building and exploring together. The D&D multiverse.
Within these stories, we visited fantastic worlds, embarked on thrilling adventures, and come face-to-face with a few of the D&D multiverse's most iconic characters and conflicts.
We began our exploration of the multiverse in 2014, laying the foundation for exciting stories to come. Together, we uncovered mysterious obsidian obelisks brimming with incredible power. We fought off corrupt prophets of elemental evil.
A könyvben, amit senki nem játszott, mert az Elemental Evil könyv a legrosszabb, amit az 5. editionhez kiadtak.
On conquering the Sword Coast, and we bore witness to the
Return of
terrifying
Tiamat.
return of Tiamat, the evil queen of dragons.
We also encountered some of D&D's most timeless figures. Iconic spellcasters like the world-hopping wizard Mordenkainen, who confronted the vampire lord Strahd. And the witch queen Tasha,
famous arra, hogy a legszarabb kiegészítő könyvet adtak ki, ami...
Were they friend or foe? Well, that was for you to discover. So what's next? As always, the D&D multiverse just keeps on getting bigger. In 2023, we'll pick up where we left off and introduce some new narrative threads.
Let's start with keys from the Golden Vault, a burglar's dozen of daring heists.
Jókat hallok egyébként Keys of the Golden Vaultról, az emberek szeretik.
The bleak prison that features in the upcoming D&D movie Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves.
Next, we'll marvel at wondrous legends and giant civilizations in the book Bigby Presents Glory of the Giants. Bigby, another timeless figure from D&D's multiverse, will expand on the origins of giants and their titanic struggles with each other as they vie for power.
After that, we'll further explore the mystery of the obelisks that have cropped up in so many of our adventures. Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, marks our return to Phandalin, where a mysterious obelisk begins to unleash monstrous danger beneath the earth.
Next up is Planescape, Adventures in the Multiverse. In this book, we'll return to Sigil, a place where anything can happen. It's a city where everyone and everything is together, and as we know, that can lead to, well, disagreements. This realm of possibilities is full of wild and weird planes of existence for you to explore and sets up our major adventure in 2024.
And we'll end this year with a closer look at a magic item that has been a delightful source of chaos in D&D, the Deck of Many Things. For the first time, we're delving into the multiverse-spanning story behind this bedlam-causing, campaign-rocking item.
Remember, the D&D multiverse is always expanding. Even with so many new stories coming to light, there's still so much more to explore.
And so many more stories to tell. A major D&D villain will be making his long-awaited return in the not-too-distant future. Dare we utter his name?
Those of you who've watched Stranger Things may know
Vecna is coming! Yes!
But this villain's true cosmic horror will be unleashed in 2024 with a
Szóval Vecna fogja felvezetni a következő edition? Az egy nyitó lesz, bazd meg. A harmadik edition-t ő zárta le azzal, hogy lemészárolta a varázslókat, akik megalkották a D&D mágiáit.
Every new product is a chance for us to build on earlier work and plant new seeds for the future.
It's true. Vecna is just the beginning. You're going to see so many more surprising connections emerge during the next 5 years.
For example, the Red Wizards, whose evil is on display in the D&D movie, will have their own epic story in 2025.
Red Wizard
Speaking of villains in red, fans of the Dungeons & Dragons cartoon will be pleased to hear that the red-clad sorcerer Venger, that show's main antagonist, will return in a D&D adventure.
And let's not forget the League of Malevolence, an assemblage of villains introduced in the wild beyond the Witchlight. These villains seek power across the multiverse, and you will learn more about them and their members in the years and stories to come.
There are so many future secrets and stories that we can't possibly cover them all here. We can't wait to reveal them to you one by one.
Thank you for supporting, sharing, and
két percet
these
többet mondtak, mint az elmúlt fél órában a két csakófákkal kamerában.
Of this brand, what we write, you bring to life.
And the most exciting twists and turns.
Szóval volt egy fél órás műsor, ami a befektetőknek szólt. Volt 3 perc, ami nekünk.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
From all of us here at D&D Direct, thank you for adventuring with us for nearly 50 years. Here's to 50 more.
To 50 more. Goodbye, everyone.
This was a waste of time. Szóval összességében was a waste of time. Voltak érdekes dolgok az utolsó 2 percben, de egyébként fuck me, man. Ez egy nagyon hosszú investor showcase van. Witcher Tabletop videót felhozom még egyszer, mert nem nézett ki szarul, de fuck me. Ez a fajta bemutatás, ez a pet peeve-em. Ez videójáték prezentációknál is a pet peeve-em, bazd meg. Amikor a Ubisoftos gyakornokokkal felvetetik, hogy yeah, I'm moving in. Oh, micsoda lootot találtam. Oh, yeah. Fuck me, man. Shoot me in the fucking face, man. Hát én csak nem sokára kezdek bele a D&D világán, valószínűleg ez egyenlően nem nagyon érint. Nézd, ennél jobb időszakot nem találta volna arra, hogy elkezd D&D-t. Nagyon funnak tűnik minden egyébként, amit ténylegesen bemutattak, meg bejelentettek a D&D-hez. Én nagyon várom az új könyveket, nagyon-nagyon kíváncsi vagyok az új könyvekre. Meg őszintén, hogyha kapunk hozzáférést ilyen vagy olyan módon végre a redvás az új Virtual Tabletopjukhoz végre, akkor nyilván ki fogjuk próbálni, és hogyha működik, akkor nyilván fogjuk használni a D&D alatt biztosan. De jó, mindegy. Az új könyvekről többet is meséltek volna, sajnos, de ez a bemutató ez nem nekünk szólt. Again. Úgy unom ezeket a marketing bullshiteléseket. Na mindegy. Kedves chat, ennyi voltam már.